and good afternoon. It's time for our final call. Now, I want to get in the happy hour deal right at the top of the show. Hey, so John, these are fabulous storage bags, aren't they?
They are amazing storage cases. What I archive all my dies into.
Yes.
But you can actually fit a lot more in there than these. So you've got the pockets, you've got the slide-in magnetic sheets.
Yeah.
They're even sort of corner finished, which I like.
Yeah.
So they're not sort of, you know, they don't stick in because they've got a square off corner.
Got you.
You can fit stamps, embossing folders and everything in. And for this hour, what we've done is we've done a double pack.
Amazing.
For people, so you can really, you know, bound up your storage because you never have enough.
No.
I mean, I'm a storage addict.
Yes, me too.
As you know, I have everything labelled in the craft cave.
You're so good.
So, you know, I have a shelf of these, which is like my archive going back the last sort of like 4 years.
Cool. Do you know how many sheets we get in here?
You get 10.
Wonderful.
You get 10 inserts and 10 magnetic shirts in each one. So,
yeah,
you know, the whole complete collection has 20 in there.
Brilliant. So you're getting the 2 of those. Right, you've got a £15 saving only up until the end of the hour. It's £24.98, 210593. Now, we do have a one-day special, but to be honest, we're just going to go straight to the complete collection because that's what the majority of you have been going for. I've just popped that down there. So we have got the Kaleido machine itself,
yeah,
which is all singing, all dancing, does so many things.
It is, yeah. I think we forget it's a basic die cutting machine.
Okay.
Die cutting, embossing, take any dies up to 5.5 inches.
Wonderful.
Big dies, originals dies.
Yeah.
People forget there's lots of different widths of dies. There's not just the thinlet ones.
Yeah.
So it will take all of those, which is brilliant. Great, best die cutting machine I've used in an A5 size.
Yes.
But then you've got the heated rollers, which means when you tie it together with the pen, the ink and the magic medium,
yep,
you can do foil any stamp, any stencil, any ink technique.
Right.
You can foil anything you want, even laser printing you can foil.
Wow.
Running through it.
Yeah.
But then there's so many other techniques that we've done. If you've seen some of the shows, we've pressed flowers in it, we've made our own paper with those pressed into it. We've melted wax crayons, you can put Angelina fibres and fusible film through.
That I didn't
You can
know.
sort of set, so you know you have to get an iron for that, you know, just use your Kaleido.
Cool.
So basically it's an all-in-one technique machine, and the thing that I said is on the last show is when I'd finished going through it with Leonie, this morning's show, she came up and said, I want one of those.
Right.
She's having one.
Yeah.
And then after the 12 o'clock show, I got a phone from Charmaine, phone call from Charmaine Dolly Dimples.
Yeah.
She went, I've just put my order in.
There you go.
But when you've got other demonstrators prepared to put their money into the products you've done, that does give you that little bit of, I got it right.
Yes, of course
because
you did,
they are, you know, they're, to me, they're the people who are really, you know, the skeptics. We're all skeptics when it comes to it. So to me, it really gives it not just my endorsement, but other people are prepared to put their money where their mouth is.
Well, this has been a long time in the making, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. It's been over 18 months in development. I spotted the machine and there was nothing to do with it.
Right.
And then I developed the ink with one manufacturer, I developed the pen with another one in the machine, developed the magic medium with another manufacturer, so that we got it spread about, but also so that we could pull this together. So it is unique, it's not anywhere else, and there's no other machine that will do it.
Righty-ho. So we're just having a look here. So in with the complete collection, you're seeing you're getting all of those 10 fabulous foils. You're getting the magic medium. And if you haven't yet seen, please go back on rewind because John has done, I swear, hundreds of techniques. So this is really great. Then you're also getting another gold foil up here. You have got the ink. You've got the pad for it, so that's your black liquid ink. You've got the pad for it. You've got the pen. And remind me what the little tool is called?
The little stripe, as they call it in the thing, is your base on your die cutting machine, on your Kaleido, is magnetic. So I can actually put a die on it and... So it's a magnetic base plate. So you can actually put that on, change your plate to the bottom and die cut that way.
Okay.
But it's also, so the stripe is so that you put your foil on to this, on the paper, and then you put your stripe on to hold it down.
Okay.
I find it too much of a faff.
That's fair enough.
I don't use
but it's
it,
there
I
for
just fold
else.
it over, but it's there if you want. It's on the instructions and it's in the videos on YouTube on how to use it.
Wonderful. And I mustn't forget, you also get all of the plates, all of them there. And I've got some different things that you've done for us, different techniques. So should we chat about them?
Yeah, this was pressing some flowers, petals straight in that I picked from the smoking area out the back.
Okay.
I would love to say your lovely garden, but it's not. They're growing up in between. It's very nice, but you know, it's concrete. Yeah. But you've got the woods sort of impinging in everywhere. Yeah. So you've got that done with that, and it's just pressed in, and it presses the pattern, the colour, and everything in, and that's completely smooth. Yes. So you can stamp over that or anything. Nice. It's not like pressed in. Then we've got a napkin, I think is next.
Oh, sorry.
And a piece of fabric.
Yeah, on a piece.
So that's fabric that's been foiled. Amazing. Or been stamped with the Kaleido ink and then foiled, and that's just on normal sort of cheap calico, nothing special, so you can do it onto fabric. Yep. I think next you've got a napkin. Yes. And that comes beautifully, and again, that's not an expensive napkin. This is, you know, like a 99p plus a penny shop one. Yes. So you can now stamp and or stencil and foil onto napkins, but if you look, as you move that, watch, none of that foiling is creasing. No. You could screw that up and that foiling won't crease. It would be the same as if you'd bought it foiled in a shop. It's exactly almost the same process that we're using. Nice. Again, another, I think that's a napkin or maybe another piece of fabric. Let's go here. Yeah, that's wax. Now what I've done is I've stenciled with the ink through one of the die cut pieces. Yep. I've then foiled it in blue. Then I've put wax over the top. Amazing. And I actually flicked the ink on. Yeah. That's what the silver bits are before I did anything. But you see how it even resists the wax. Yeah. Which of course embossing powders and nothing else will. Yeah. So the foiling gives you the ultimate resist. The next piece I think is just a piece of wax crayon. Yeah. Just grated and put through to give you that. Cool. I've got this upside down. Then we've got foiling, really fine detailed stamps. Absolutely. Yeah, you see how fine, that's actually Daisy Daisy in French. Yeah. So you can actually read it if you can read sort of French, to be honest. It's that fine. Shall I skip to some? Yeah. Let's skip to this one. So again here, so you've got a background that's been stamped over the top of wax crayon and pencil crayons just scribbled on. Yeah. Then you've got like a tag stamped onto black. So you can see there that every single bit of that image from that stamp has foiled. Yeah. Because it's a black ink on black card, so there's nothing sort of, you know, faking it from behind. Shows how detailed a stamped image you can now foil. And again there, the red on the white, I just think is beautiful. It is, isn't it? You've even got, where there was a little bubble in the design of the stamp, you've even got that as foiled as well. That is so cool, isn't it? Right, now, on your complete collection, this does have a freedom discount, which is jolly marvellous. There you go. Now, you can spread the cost as well 3 ways instead of 2. But look, this is the final call. This is the last live hour. You're going to be seeing this, and it will be going up at 6 p.m. We are 70% of the stock gone. If you're a Freedom member, 3 payments of £47.46, 545390. And like I said, we've tried to make this as affordable as we possibly can, but we've had so many fabulous testimonies, haven't we? We have, yeah. We've got so many reviews of genuine people emailing in saying how brilliant it is. We've had lots of, if you've got any questions, email them in. Yes, please. I've had one question about the ink from a lady, so I'll answer that first. Good stuff. When it comes to demoing. Yeah. But yeah, email your questions in, but the only thing I can say on this is it works. If you follow really simple steps and rules, it works. And so many other ways of foiling actually mean what you have to do is you have to get the temperature right, you have to get the right hot foil stamp, the right foil. Yeah. You have to get it through, then you have to run it through a die cutting machine, then you have to plug it back in and reheat. And you don't have to do any of this with this. It's just one-stop shop. I love that. So even in that, you know, if you actually priced a die cutting machine and a foiling machine together, you'd be paying twice of this before you even get any foils or anything to use with it. Absolutely. So this is a great value bundle, let me tell you. So 70% of the stock gone on the complete collection. Gotta go for these because they are absolutely flying. This is the happy hour deal. So you're getting 2 of these very stylish, may I say, folders. I really like them. It's a beautiful design, isn't it? I mean, they've kept it, it's the Crafts 2 design, and they've had it for about 5 years now. Nice. But it's just timeless, and it really, really works. And they look, I know it sounds weird, but because they're made and they're quality, they look nice on your shelf. Yes, and that's what I like. And I think that's important. You know, we need to, I spend nothing on my shelves, but the things on there I want to look nice, because you're crafting in there, you need to have something nice to look at. Absolutely. And remember, there's 10 sleeves and magnetic sheets in each, so 20 in total. £15 saving, £24.98 is the price just for this hour. 210593.
John, so what would you like to show us first?
Right, okay, so I'm just gonna stamp again, which I keep doing this, but I want to show you. I had a lady email in, and she said what's happening is, or she messaged on Facebook, and I haven't replied yet. I'm sorry. I only sort of sometimes when I'm in the studio, the signal's not the best, is it? So you only see little bits. So Sam sometimes answers. So what she said is her card's sticking. Now I've had this. So what I want to go through is this is me using. This is a mixed media card, so this is a card with a little bit of tooth.
Okay.
This is the Dolly Dimples mixed media card that I'm using.
Nice.
Which I got from here. So, you know, I know that it works. And I'm pressing on quite well, yeah?
Yes.
And we've got aircon in here, so it's quite cool. So, no problem. Sticks a little bit, stamps, come out perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, not a problem. Now, the lady says it's sticking to a paper, and this happens when you use, and I've borrowed a sheet. When you use something like, when you use a super smooth card, now, I say this a lot, perfect for a lot of the things that you do, but for this is pre-print card.
Yeah.
And this is where it comes from. It's actually end of rolls. And it's been made and manufactured for the print industry to make packaging.
Right.
So it's already been prepped almost with a coating to take a digital print.
Okay.
And it's too smooth sometimes, so if it's very hot, and it has recently, because it happened to one of our angels, Hazel.
Right.
Constantly kept happening. So if it's very hot...
Which it has been recently.
Which it has been recently.
Yeah.
And if you're using the super smooth card, I've inked it exactly the same way.
Yeah.
I pressed it down, and it won't do it to me now.
Okay.
But it sometimes does. If you kind of leave it a little bit, oh, you're not quick enough, and it's hot, it's not going to do it. It starts to stick to the paper.
Maybe we should turn the aircon off.
Yeah, I'm not going to get to do it. So that's what's actually happening is you're either not inking enough. I'm going to turn this one over because every single batch is sort of different of this.
Yeah.
But if you sometimes don't ink it enough and you put on a bit too much pressure, what happens is the paper kind of sticks. It did happen to me a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Because I was using the wrong card. So I'm just going to turn this over and give it a press.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
And what happens is no, not going to do it now.
Oh, it's typical,
but that's
isn't
what's
it?
happening.
Okay.
So what you want to do is try and avoid using really like the super smooth.
Yes.
Leave that for your other stamping, for your colouring or anything else.
Yeah.
Go for a little bit of a textured paper like the mixed media card, or do this when it's cool.
Yes.
If it's
get a
really
fan on.
warm, it's heat-activated ink, remember?
Yeah.
So if the heat gets to it and it's really warm and that goes onto this card, when it's hot, it seems to just pull the surface off.
Right.
And I know I'm not going to get it to do it now. I'm really sorry.
Don't worry.
But it works that way.
Right, okay.
So if I'm doing that, I always do it when it's cool and I've pre-prepped it. So what I've got here is, so I've stamped, this is the image I stamped. Yeah?
Yep.
This is the image I stamped earlier. I've not left this particularly. Again, if you're using a very smooth cardstock, leave it a good hour to settle because there's no fibres for it to go into. Because the way that smooth is made is it's run through hot rollers.
Yes.
Well, that's what this is, in a way. So what you're actually doing is it's already ready to go on that way.
Yeah.
So I fold over my foil.
Okay.
Yeah. Rather than going for the stripe.
That's fair enough.
If I was using the stripe, I'd turn it that way. I'd put my foil on flat and I'd put my metal stripe on there. So like I can put a die on there.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
But it's a very thin stripe. To me, it's a lot of faff.
That's
I find
all right.
it a lot
But it's nice
easier.
that we've got choice. If you want to use it, you can.
I always find the cheapest way to do things, you know, and I've had a lot of time playing with it. So we fold it over, bring our machine in. I'm using the gold holographic, and I literally just run it through.
Lovely.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't have to get it up to temperature. It beeps at me when it's ready. We peel it off.
And there it is. Look at the detail.
That's the gold holographic.
Beautiful.
Yeah?
Yep.
Anyone can do that. Yes, sometimes I'm getting away with foiling it straight away because I'm using a card with a bit of a tooth. But can I, if I pass that to you, or I put it there for you to take the other end, give that a feel now. Doesn't that feel smooth?
It does.
Okay. This is the paper before I've stamped it.
Oh, there is a difference.
There is I love that because you've got genuine surprise in your voice then. There is a difference because it's hot rollering, so I'm almost making it into my own super smooth card. But the way it works is I'm going to pull in another one here, and and this is a hot wax.
Right.
So I made this background with wax. Yeah. In the machine earlier.
Okay.
Then I stamped over with the Kaleido ink. But the idea is the Kaleido foil will only stick where the ink is.
Okay.
It's a chemical reaction. So none of this wax, even though it'll reheat, will actually pull it off. So I'll just put this on and run that through.
Lovely stuff.
So, and when it comes to the foil in it, what you can do is you use, that's why we do the complete collection. Let's just get that flat and straight. Sorry.
Oh, and then I think we've had a question after.
So I think because quite a few people usually ask about the foil. The foil that works in the Kaleido is any foil, so the Kaleido foil is the best, but any foil that works with the toner. So if you've got the foil that will work through your laminator, it will work.
Okay.
If you've got the foil that works with the hot foiling machines, it won't work. What will happen is, because they're different types of foil, so the coating on the back is different. So if you've got, say, if you bought yourself one of the old hot foiling machines, you've got a lot of that foil, you can foil it in here, but what will happen is, it won't come off, peel off like this and give just the design. Yeah?
Yeah.
You see there.
Ooh, wow.
So it's gone on in different, I love that, it's very distressed.
Yeah.
Or if I use a full piece, but let's grab something else. I'm going to grab a piece of black now, actually, because that's my favourite.
Oh, sure.
What it will do is it will foil the whole of it in a flat sheet.
Yeah.
And that's actually what happens when you use that foil. So any foil that works with the toner foils and the toner machines will work in here.
Got you.
Yeah, but any foil you bought to go with your hot foiling machines won't.
Good.
It will just completely foil. It won't harm your machine at all.
That's good.
But it'll just give you a whole sheet. So if this was one of those, so if this is one of these, basically, when I foil this, all I will get out is a sheet of gold full holographic. Yeah. Yeah, so. But on the foil, I know we had problems and we ran out. I know we've been out of stock for a long time, to the fact that's why I'm opening new packs. Yeah. Because I run out of nearly every colour. Yeah. We have lots and lots in stock.
Good stuff.
We have foil on the show, and that won't finish when the show finishes, the foil.
Nice.
And we've got the foil on reorder already. Right. So that it will come back in, so we will have it. Cool. But this is going on black.
Oh, I love it on the black. Look at that. That's absolutely beautiful, so effective.
And I stamped this, I think, 2 months ago.
Wow.
So you can leave them. The longest I've left it so far is 7 months. Because it's not about the ink being wet. Yeah. It's not about the ink being sticky. It's not about it not getting any dust or anything. It's a chemical reaction caused between the ink, which is a chemical ink, the heat and the adhesive on the back of the foil.
It's very clever.
The adhesive on the back is activated by a chemical that's in our inks. Right. In combination with the heat. So I can get this. This is one I stamped earlier. Yeah. And I can, and this is the best way to show you. I'll use this old scrap. It's nothing to do with pressure. So this is the ink going through. I'm going to run it through the machine to show you it's not the pressure or anything. Nothing will happen. You have to have a combination of, nothing. You have to have a combination of the heat. Yes. The ink and the foil, and that's what does the job. Right. So just to show you that I've not faked it. Okay, no worries. Well, you know, I always question everything.
I know, but that's what we all like.
So take that, peel that off. Ooh. I haven't. So that's not worked. Okay. Okay, so just check my temperature.
Oh yeah, that's a good point actually for anybody at home. Like the start-up time, the heat-up time.
It's about 7 to 9 minutes.
7 to 9 minutes. Yeah. Yeah.
It actually takes 7 minutes on mine, but I always say give it up to 9 just in case, because you never know if anyone else has. Right. And if you leave your machine on accidentally, it will stay on. But the heat will stop and it will go cold. Yeah, I was saying... So after a couple of hours, it goes cold.
I was saying it's a bit like your straighteners, because it's a safety mechanism, isn't it?
It is a safety mechanism. So all I've done now is that didn't foil well, so I've now added a shim. Okay. Just to increase the pressure and make sure that the heat and the foil are touching properly. And that falls through. That's still, I think I've got something wrong on that one.
No worries. I tell you what,
through completely right.
Let me mention the foils because you can get them on their own, can't you? Just in case you've already got the Kaleido machine, you can get all 10 of the foils, and there we go. Beautiful colours, aren't they? And good prices. There's 3 metres on each. £29.90, 970230. Yeah, Ross is saying he'd add it to the complete collection, and then you've got double then to have a play with.
Well, I ordered when it came back into stock 2 of each.
Right.
To be honest.
Yeah.
So one of the questions I get a lot is what about sentiment? So I've just stamped a sentiment already.
Yeah.
Just to speed it up rather than everyone have to watch me keep stamping and
that's all right.
things like that. And again, I've let this settle a little bit. So I always do it twice.
Okay.
Okay. And the reason is it's only a piece of card. If it works twice, brilliant.
Yeah.
But a sentiment can be a little bit trickier.
Right.
So, because you're not using a full piece of card, so again, with the foil, turn it over, so you've got the fold, and we run it through and try it. Because what I found sometimes with the sentiments is, and certainly if they're finer, I need a shim.
Right, okay.
So I always do it twice and choose the best, but I always used to do that when I heat emboss.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
My habit, really. So take that off. There we go, you see, look.
There you are.
So it's only caught the edges. It's not
and it's
done
so
it as much.
fine.
So what I would do is with the next one is shim it. So I'm going to just change colour so that I've got a different roll.
Okay.
Just so it, because I'm just worried that the holographic might not show as well. So this time I'm going to do exactly the same, but I'm going to add a shimmer paper.
Sure.
So I'm going to add that in between the 2 plates. So I'm increasing the pressure, fold it over the same, and just run it through. Exactly the same way.
Okay.
And this time I'm increasing the pressure, and I can see that that's done it better. And there we go.
Beautiful. Look at that.
So I get everything, even that fine level of detail.
Nice. Right, John, I'll do a quick recap if I may.
Cool.
We are 3/4 of the stock gone on our Kaleido machine. Our complete, well, it's not just the machine, it's that whole complete collection. You are getting the machine, you've got a gold foil here, you've got the black liquid ink, you've got the pad itself, you've got the pen, which then you can get really fine detail for foiling. You've got the stripe, and then down here you've got the magic medium and 10 fabulous foils. And don't forget you get all your plates too, because I keep forgetting to say that. I've got a board here actually. You happy to run through this board? Because there's so many different techniques that you can do. So that's like foiling 2 different colours, isn't it?
Yep, so that's using the magic medium, using the waste, and then so the second piece there you're looking at, okay, that is foiled as normal.
Right.
The first piece is using the waste from that onto the magic medium, then adding pink over the top and re-going through.
Nice.
Yeah, then you've got a basic, that's using the mother of pearl. Just works beautifully. That's using the magic medium through a stencil.
Yeah.
That's using a pen, the foiling pen through a stencil and then foiling in different colours.
Fab.
And different scraps. That's onto rice paper.
Amazing.
So you can do that. This is one where Sam did with embossing powder. So he just basically threw some embossing powder on as well, and then the foil. So it gives it, if you feel it, should be a little bit raised.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Then this is foiling. You have to sort of tip this one onto patterned paper.
Cool.
But it shows you how it's foiled over the top, and it's not picked up any of the patterned paper. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is, I think, this is either wax crayons or watercolour crayons.
Right.
Just scribbled on. But if you feel that again, feels like super smooth card you buy.
It does. Yeah.
Because it's set and sealed in, so
yeah.
it's on the top. This is using the mother of pearl, but if you move that, you'll see how the watercolour is resisted.
Yeah.
So basically, there's nothing I've found so far that will colour over the foil.
Right.
It will always resist. Again, a piece of waste from this one that's stamped there. But look how the detail in all of those little holly leaves.
Yes.
You even get on all the words in there. That's how detailed it is.
Amazing.
Stamping over the top with different colours. So stamped in green. And then, so stamped in black and foiled,
Yeah.
then stamped again in black and pink, then done the same in silver.
Amazing.
So it goes on top of each other. Using the scraps, just over the top of a stamped image. That's actually using multiple layers and using scraps and putting them on.
Yeah.
So it shows how you can build. So underneath that silver is green.
Yes.
But because we've inked over it, so the ink even works on top of the foiling. And I don't know, again, anything else that works on top of the foiling apart from the Kaleido ink. This is pressing through there with lavender.
I love that.
But feel it, completely smooth,
Yeah.
no issues at all. Again, another gold one. I think that might be the embossing powder, actually, that Sam's done.
Okay.
Wax crayon.
Yeah.
And then the next one down, we've got the waste of from stenciling. The next one is stenciling with the ink, not with the magic medium.
Yeah.
That's setting leaves and wax crayons together onto paper, but again, that looks like it's raised, it's not.
Indeed.
Watercolouring over.
Yeah.
And then we've got just splashing ink on and foiling it. And finally, stamping and foiling over wax crayon background.
Yeah, I know, Jimmy's just said it earlier. We don't know how you remember all of that. I think that's really cool. And I've also got a few samples here to show you because they're so beautiful. Oh, I need to show the embossed one because this is fantastic. So as in with the embossing folders, isn't it? I think.
So you just emboss your embossing folder as normal. There's a video on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you rub your pad over the top and then you put foil over and run it through your machine.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And you'll still get, you squash out some of the embossing, but it's still got that embossed feel.
Yeah.
But of course it puts foil wherever the ink pad touched.
Amazing. Oh, look at these little, oh, is this onto acetate?
So these are stamped onto acetate and foiled. But again, acetate foiled butterflies would cost you a fortune. And that you can do yourself. It's just what I absolutely love.
Nice.
And again, just stamping, I think, I can't remember whose that was. One of Sheila's. Leslie's. But again, just stamped a really detailed 2J shape stamp and foiled in the blue. But it looks so much more expensive than just stamping with ink.
Yeah, like if you go into a card shop, you know, you're paying a good few quid for this.
You are, and the one thing that we can't do at home that they can do in the professional card shops, we cannot flat foil when we can now.
Yes.
We never could before. We could only ever use the foiling machines and raised and whatever those dies are. Now, if you can draw it, paint it, or stamp it, or stencil it, you can foil it.
Amazing. So remember, this is the last live hour. We have got this bundle on. We've got it on a freedom price and flexi. You can spread that cost. It'll swizzle round in a minute. Your item number is 545390. So remember, this is a one-stop shop. I really like that expression because it really is. It does so much. 3 payments of £47.46 if you are a Freedom member. Do excuse me, just going to duck down here. Got to mention the happy hour again. These have been flying out the door, not surprised. So you've got 10 sleeves in here, also with the magnetic sheets. So you've got 20 in total because you're getting both of them. £15 saving, but only for the next half an hour, and it's £24.98. Item number is 210593. You happy to come back?
Yeah, cool. So what I've done is, this is a test. So I've tried this at home.
Okay.
So I asked Ross, our producer, to print me out the craft store logo in black and white laser printer. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So what it will do is, now normally I would spray glue this onto card. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Because I prefer it on card, but we'll try it on the paper. But basically, I've got a shim in there just to help. And the idea is that this means that you can now do all your inserts, print out your poems, print out any sentiments you want onto paper or card, and you can foil that as long as it's been laser printed or it's been photocopied. Okay. Yeah, because it's toner activated is the trick of it. So you don't have to, I've not added any ink on this, I've not had to do anything. So if you've got digi-stamps, see there, I should have done the card. Oh, that is so cool, isn't it? That looks like a sticker, actually. See-through sticker. That's amazing. But if you think, and again, even there where it was a lighter colour, so it's not got as much ink, it's picked up less, you're getting all of the stripes. So, of course, that means that you can now do anything you want to. And, of course, the trick I didn't show you earlier, and I've got to find, I've got a piece we have, okay? So I don't want to waste that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I love the look of that. So this is a piece, all you do is... Yeah. It's better if it's actually fair if I show you. So take a piece of blank card, magic medium. Okay. Put a little bit on. Okay, just like that. I'm using a scraper, but you can use a spatula or anything. Just pull it down and effectively coat the card with a thin layer of the magic medium. And the magic medium is a clear medium for going through stencils, anyone's stencils, any company stencils, and foiling, and I'll show you that in a second. But this also lets you use your waste.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave that to one side to dry for a couple of minutes because it's tacky, till it's not tacky anymore, yeah? I can then pop this on, fold it over. Okay.
This is going to look cool.
Same as before, and it depends on how well it foils, depends on how well you've coated the card. So we'll just run that through, but you get no waste. So I pull this off.
Ta-da! That looks so cool.
So
as
I've got
well.
a crease because there was a crease in it, but I quite like that. But what we can do is that's now sealed and dry.
Yes.
It's not sticky or anything, but I can reactivate that. So you're kind of blue and pink, aren't you, really?
Yeah.
Well, blue and pink and purple and green and everything else. So
all the
I should
colours.
grab the proper pink. Let's go. The proper pink. So I can put now a different colour on.
Yeah.
So again, you could do this with your papers if you've got CDs. You could do this with your digistamps.
Right.
Yeah. So anything that you've got.
Yeah.
That you can print if you've got a laser printer, which are really quite cheap, or just print it out at home and then photocopy it.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's like 2p, 4p a copy or something.
Yeah,
No,
something
it's
like
not
that.
expensive. Photocopy it. It means you can do your own designs and foil them, which you can't do any other way. Oh, I got that wrong. Why has that not worked?
Don't worry.
That's supposed to only go where it is. Oh, it's the wrong... I used the wrong foil.
Don't worry.
Sorry, that
It's
should have
all
been
good.
really good, but isn't.
Don't you
But
worry.
we all make mistakes.
Absolutely.
Cool. Right.
We've also got acetate on the show, that fabulous acetate.
Yeah.
Which isn't just any acetate. Oh, it's sold out earlier. I'm sorry.
did,
I
yeah.
thought we still had some.
But what I've got here is, I've gone through a stencil already
Okay.
with the magic medium. So you can see you've got a slightly raised. There we go, get the colour right.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say I want to use some of the scraps or some of the bits that I've kind of collected. Where's my... Oh, there we go. I keep a bag of them from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Of all little scraps
Well, I
and
love
pieces
that
and
you don't
bits
waste
left over.
anything. It's amazing.
Don't waste. And this is, you know, this has had text on it, so I'm just going to cut a few different scraps and pieces and just place them over. Yeah. Any old how.
Yeah, I like this a
roughly.
lot.
Don't go mad, but don't waste anything.
Yeah.
Again, this has had something off it. I don't know what. So again, just going on. Random places. Make sure there's some foil on it. We'll have a little bit of gold as well, shall we?
Sounds good.
And you can use all of these in any, you know, literally in any way you want to. Got a bit of, I have got a bit of green there. Let's put a little
Because
bit
I
of
think the
green
foils,
on.
they're so precious, aren't they?
Well, they are. You're getting total in the complete. You're getting 33 metres because you're getting 3 metres on a roll in the machine anyway.
Yes, and then
you're actually getting the extra because you're getting the 10 extra rolls at 3 metres a roll. So you're getting an awful lot. But again, you've paid good money for it.
Absolutely.
You don't want to be wasting it. Let's put the pink there. And what should we finish with in the middle?
Oh, whatever you fancy. Whatever you've got left.
I've never got a clue what we're going to do. Let's go with a bit of gold. A bit of gold holographic there. So let's cut a bit of that off, shall we? So, right. So I'm effectively almost, there we go. I've covered the image.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I just want to take some greaseproof paper. Now my friend texted me earlier, Pauline, to say, are you sure you mean greaseproof? Because you said wax paper at first.
Okay.
Not wax paper, greaseproof.
Right.
Okay.
Which we can get from any supermarket, can't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And get it out your kitchen drawer.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't want you to have to go and buy anything extra.
Right. Well, you know me, I don't cook, John, so...
All right, so you would have to go to the supermarket, Alex, and buy some greaseproof paper or some baking parchment or something like that. So again, on there, I'm going to take the shim out. Okay, but all I want to do is, it's not protecting, but I don't want those bits to get stuck to the roller.
Right.
And because they're loose, they could do, yeah? So just bring my machine in. Because I keep moving it, I don't want it to, if it's come unplugged, it will start to cool down.
Yeah.
And just run through as normal. I go a little bit slower with this.
Okay.
Because obviously I want to make sure that everything goes down. And then all I start to do is to pull these pieces off.
Right. Oh, wow. Look at that. So detailed.
Whoops. That's a bit too hard, but hey,
that's like a plaster.
You'll learn that. Yeah. You will learn. But there we go.
Gorgeous. I love that multicolour. That's so pretty.
But you get, you know, such a different look every time.
Nice.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Do you need a moment?
If I could, that'd be great, because I kind of let things get everywhere.
Look at that. It's great.
Yay, stuff's everywhere.
Okie dokie. Like I said, this is your last chance saloon to get this bundle at this price. We are now approaching 80% of the stock gone. So you can see you've got your fantastic Kaleido machine. You've got the roll of foil that comes with it anyway, if it would come with the kit. You've got the black ink, the Kaleido liquid ink. You've got the pad, all of the plates, because I keep forgetting to mention that. You've got the pen that you can do really fine detail with, the stripe, you've got your magic medium, and you have got those 10 beautiful foils. I've got a board down here as well that shows all of those fabulous colours. Here we are. Look at these. Beautiful, aren't they? Very, very nice. And so you've done them onto black and onto white, just so you can see that difference.
Just so you can see the difference. And also you can see on the black, because the ink is black, the ink's not... Sometimes you might look at it and think, oh, well, I'm sure that's a little bit black. It's not, it's a reflection. But on the black, there's no way that it could be the ink making it look good, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's only the foiling. That is literally all you can see. Absolutely
beautiful. Okie dokie. Remember, this does have that freedom discount. And, you know, it's one of those things that I love about the craft store, nearly said it, the craft store, still in the brain, is that we can spread the cost and we send it out to you once you've paid that first instalment. You're not going to have to wait for 3 months, so you can get it home, you can start playing. 545390 is your item number, but it's a really good price. As John was saying, if you were to buy, you know, your foiling machine and your die cutting machine separately, it's going to be twice the price. Another one of our, another little view, that's what I was trying to say, of our happy hour deal. You've only got 20 minutes to get this. It's been super, super busy. You've got 10 sleeves in each with 10 magnetic sheets. Let's just open this up. I love storage. There you go. And you've got a £15 saving, but don't let that slip through your fingers. So you get 20 sheets in total because you're getting 2 of these. £24.98 is the price, 210593. Here's the website, and you can see, because you can shop by brand, you can see everything else that we've got. You can get some more magic mediums if you want, and they come as a little set of 2, I believe. Good stuff. More plates. Now we've also got those sneak peeks of the stamp and die sets. We've got the snowfall, that's it, and you've also got the deer land. So yeah, we had a little look at those. Was it earlier? It was last night. That's it. That's it. Lovely stuff. You all right?
Cool. Right. Yep. So what I want to show you how I did that piece.
Oh, I love that.
That I did with the little bits. So I want to try and get it right this time. I'm going to use one colour. But this is a stencil. We've got this on the show. This is my Floribunda. You can see it's a really fine stencil.
It's beautiful.
But this isn't like your normal paste. It's almost, if you look at it, it looks like PVA glue. I can honestly promise you it's not. Without a shadow of a doubt. But all I do is, again, I'm using my scraper, but you could use just a spatula as normal. I found this in a car tool shop, I think.
Say that again, John.
In the car tool shop. It's actually for I think it's for cleaning off your windows or something.
Right.
Yeah, not a cartoon shop. No. Sorry, my dentistry work is meaning I'm still a little bit lispy and getting my words. My friend texted me this morning after last night's show and said, you sounded absolutely fine. She said, but don't say Netherlands again. She said, say Holland. Yeah. She said, the first one's not coming out right. So, but all I do is literally that, through the mask, so stencil, anyone's stencils. Yeah. You can see there. I mean, again, you wouldn't get PVA glue to go through like that.
Oh, yes, that is a beautiful stencil.
I love this one. I love Floribunda. It's one of my favourites. In fact, I kept the name until I'd drawn a stencil I absolutely loved, because it's one of my favourite names from a company I used to work for years ago. We had a fabric called that. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I'm terrible for doing that and keeping it to the same thing. So what colour shall we go for, Alex?
Green?
Yeah, cool. See, I was out of green.
Oh, okay. Oh, I hope you didn't mind opening it.
I needed to open them.
I saw it.
I needed to open this literally as soon as it came into the country. I put my order in.
Yeah.
And sort of put my order in, typed my card in, and went, please. Yeah. Send me straight away.
Good stuff.
And it's like, are you that out of colours? Yes, I'm the same as everybody else. Yeah. I'm not, you know, I'm no more special. So again, go on with a little bit of green. So I'll just do one. But because I've not got scraps, I don't have to worry about putting the tape on. I just fold it over as normal, but I want to make sure that none of the magic medium touches the rollers. Yeah. If it does, it will stick to the roller and it will wrap your card round it.
Okay. And you know, you don't put, so should you not put tape on to hold that down? Will that do something to the machine?
Well, you can do on the other side if you want to. I don't bother.
Okay, no, I just wondered.
I just want the quickest and laziest way of doing it, to be honest. But that's my way of crafting, is if I can do it quicker. Yeah. So again, just run it through as normal, but I don't have to go particularly slowly. And again, the thicker it is, the quicker you want to run. So if you've got really deep stencil, run it through relatively quickly. Okay. Because you don't want to melt lots of the medium so it starts to squidge. Right. There you go.
I love that beautiful...
So you've got a blob there where I've blobbed through. Yeah. But all I would do is trim that down, to be perfectly honest. But then you get the beautiful raised pattern, but you get it all completely foiled. And of course, what we've got is that piece then to go on with the magic medium plane, right, to make a second one. Yeah, you get your twofer. So you get your twofer. Now this is what I love about this. This is a piece I was using earlier, and I've not completely coated it. Okay. It's kind of scraped on in areas. Right. And what that means is it will only pick up certain bits of this foil. So again. So will you get like a distressed look? So I'll get a real serious distressed look. But this is what, so don't waste your scrap. This will give me a really nice distressed look on it. So run that through. Okay. So some areas will be stuck down, some won't, but I love the look it gives you. There we go. It's cool, isn't it? It's really distressed. Just so beautiful. Yeah. And of course, we can go over that again with a second colour. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is to sort of seal it almost in, I'm going to use the mother of pearl. Oh, I love this colour. To give it a mother of pearl sheen over the top. So again, and then anywhere that there isn't magic medium, I can then ink. Okay, right. So I can really play with it. Makes me think of Leonie with things like this. It's like where she sort of says, you know, just keep slapping it on until you're happy with it. But see there now, I've got... Just come into it. You can see that extra sheen, can't you? I've got the mother of pearl in certain areas. Yeah. But what I'll do to show you is if I grab a little bit of ink and a blending brush, let's grab something quite bright. Okay. So I'll grab a reddy pink. Yeah. You'll be able to see the areas where it wasn't picked up with the medium. And the areas that it is, because it just literally floats over the top. So then we've got like a 3-colour. Yes. Fabulous. It's wonderful to look at, isn't it? It is, and it's one of those, it never looks right. This is one thing I have learnt off Leonie, until you trim it down. Okay. So take away almost your workings, so people can't see how you've done it in a way. And you've got a really nice piece. What a lovely topper that is.
You can really see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can really work with that.
And then pop a sentiment on.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
Exactly. Pop the sentiment on we foiled earlier.
Yeah.
And you're done. It's so easy to do.
Lovely stuff. Shall I show a few more samples?
Yeah, if you could.
Yeah, because, yeah. What have we got here? Oh, okay. So you can see stars have been foiled. Now, what was the technique you were saying in the background here as well with this one?
Right, so this is actually going through a stencil with the ink and then splashing some blobs of ink on.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to actually show you that one next of how we can do that one.
That sounds good.
But yeah, that gives you all of that background, because anywhere the ink goes, anything you can do with ink, any technique you can do with this, because the one that I thought of this morning and haven't tried yet is the shaving foam technique.
Oh.
If I did different colours of ink and then the black Kaleido ink and swirled it, took the print off, then hopefully wherever the black was, I'll then foil it and it will foil through it as well.
Oh, that's lovely.
But imagine get your paintbrush and paint some veins in, and then foiling them in gold.
Amazing.
Make yourself a granite background and put foil gold bits through it and stuff.
Nice. Now the detail that this has picked up is just amazing.
And it's not I say to you, it's not an expensive stamp.
Lovely stuff. Let's bring this one in. Oh yeah, look at that. It's foiled so beautifully. We've got another one here. There we go. I mean, look at that. They all look amazing, don't they? Absolutely stunning. Yeah, Jimmy's just said in our ears, the light just absolutely hits you, but they all look so classy and so elegant. Lovely jubbly. So once more, details are on screen for the complete collection. This is the last live hour, you'll see it. 3 payments of £47.46. Remember, that value is incredible. If you were to buy 2 separate machines, a die cutting machine and a foiling machine, it cost you double this, so this is fantastic. 545390 is your item number. Okay, the happy hour, very busy. I can tell it's raining outside.
Yeah, I can hear it coming through. You can hear it on the roof.
I know. Anyway, back to the happy hour deal. So you've got your 2 very wonderfully beautiful storage bags, and it's got 10 sleeves in and 10 of your magnetic sheets in each. Let me just open them up once more.
They're never easy to do, are they?
No, not when I'm holding them like this.
No.
Faff hands. But you've got that £15 saving, but you are getting both of them. There you go. Then you can see it. 10 sheets in each, 20 sheets in total, £24.98. You've only got 15 minutes to get that £15 saving. 210593 is your item number. A few more techniques.
Yeah, right. So I'm going to show you now how we do the stenciling for the card that we had with the sort of silver on the back.
Yeah.
So again, I'm going to use my Kaleido ink now. I would say have one brush for this, because it will go hard, and even if you wash it, it will still go hard. Okay. After it will stay hard, but I don't know where I've put mine.
It's over there, because it fell on the floor. I think it's that one.
It is. I need that's gone solid.
Right.
So I need to wash that really before I use it again. So I'm going to use another one.
Okay, fair enough.
But I've treated myself to lots of these.
Yeah.
I was really bad with them because they were so ridiculously good priced. So literally just go through your stencil in the same way as you would with any ink. Yeah, I'm going straight from the ink pad. So this time I'm using another one we've got on the show, which is the dragonfly with the dots.
This is lovely.
So this is in the same bundle as the one I just used with the Floribunda.
Yeah.
You can see there. So literally,
that's beautiful.
I can
really nice design.
Go. It was Jane who actually said to me, she said the dragonflies would be beautiful foiled. So I can go through, just put a little bit down like that. Really, I really like that. Just go and get onto that one, I think.
Swooping down.
So just going through it, okay? And then I can add a little bit from the pattern here. But this time, you notice I'm going a little bit more sketchy. Yeah. Yeah. So that means that will lightly foil. Yes. So where I've not got quite as much darkness, it will lightly foil. So you'll get almost a dark effect of it, like that. If I want to put something definite on, again, go through, and the stronger you are, the more it will foil, yeah? The same as when we did the craft store piece, yeah? So again, same again, let's have a little bit there, shall we? So, that's our first stage.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is normally I would leave this to settle and to dry and sort of settle into the card, because I'm using quite a smooth card on this one. But I'm going to be very, very adventurous and try it. If not, I've got a piece that's not. But it shows you, if it doesn't work, it will show you exactly what happens if you don't know. Where's my silver gone?
Oh, there's a piece over here as well.
Sorry?
There's a piece there, other side of the trimmer.
Oh, there's my roll. There we go. Cool. Excellent. So, silver was what I used more of. I don't know why. So again, same idea. So we've just stenciled through, like you would do with any ink. So think about, there is, to my knowledge, and again, I'm happy to be proved wrong, there is absolutely no other way that I can go flat through a stencil with an ink and then foil it.
Right.
I can do it with raised, but I can't do it flat like this.
Amazing.
So again, we're just going to run that through.
Yep.
And we can see that that's worked, so hopefully. Okay, see what I mean?
Yay, that's a stunner, isn't it?
And you see where I was lighter? Look at the patches. Go to the bottom, look.
Yeah.
Just in a few places where it was lighter, where it was solid, I've got a, well, it's actually reflecting back.
Yeah, it's just beautiful.
So, but what I can do as well is, and this is the bit that I absolutely love about this, just going to grab another brush.
Look at your stash.
I know, and this is like nowhere near everything. So I'm going to take some of the pigment ink, but I can take, let's go with that bright pink I was using before. But what I can do is, I can ink over the top, and it won't affect, can you see?
Yes.
It gives you the perfect resist.
Yeah, just like embossing, really.
Yeah, exactly the same. So what I was doing is, to build that up, I did this. Okay, so I did that one. Then let's grab the stencil again. Okay, and I probably should give that a little bit of a wipe. It dries really quickly. Okay, but okay. So let's give that. I can stencil on. Like shadows of them.
Yeah. Oh, that's really pretty.
So just going exactly the same thing, but start with your foiling.
Yeah.
So do your foiling first.
Okay.
Yep, so what colour should we add into that? Should we put a bit of green into it and go a bit weird?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? We can. So again, let's...
So if you inked first and then foiled, what would happen?
Well, you basically, it will go over the top of what you've inked.
Right.
And what we're actually wanting is, we're wanting it almost to... We're wanting the foiling to be the first layer. So it will work, but I think the foil, it always works better to have you... Whatever is going to resist it, you always do the top layer first, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, when you're working something back,
yes,
you do whatever is at the front first, and then you kind of work back, don't you?
Okay.
So it's the same sort of idea. Let's grab a little bit more of a darker colour. But it doesn't matter what colour I use or how I sweep over this. It literally will not affect the inking at all. So it won't affect that, and all you do is take a piece of, I use a cloth at home, I've got to bring my cloth, but I don't know if you can see there how it's got a little bit of ink over it.
Yeah.
Hopefully so. I've wiped most of it off, but polish it, yeah, and that will take anything excess off because it won't stick to the foiling. And then we've got...
That looks beautiful. It's really cool, isn't it?
And again, that would be mounted, a nice foiled sentiment in the middle, put the colours on. But again, you know, if you go over the top of embossing, you sometimes colour the embossing. Well, you can't with this, it will not colour the foil.
It's amazing. I love this. So many things. I want to show this on fabric again, if I may.
Of course.
Because I think that's so nice. Have a little look on the fabric. I think that is stunning. Can you imagine? And this on a bag, and that beautiful... you know, design on a nice little tote bag. That would look absolutely cool, wouldn't it? And remember the pressed oh, as if by magic, and I hadn't seen you pick them up. Can we see it? Have we got time to see it?
It's so quick, it literally is. Now, this is quite juicy. I would normally leave this to dry a lot longer.
Okay.
Yeah, just so that I get some of the moisture out.
Yeah.
Because the machine's going to squish the moisture out.
Okay.
But we'll give it a go. I'm not going to give this a squirt of water as I would do normally, because I don't want to add any more moisture into it.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to run that through. But even if it doesn't work fully, you get a beautiful impression. There we go. You can see there. Wow.
Hey, that's a watercolour effect, actually. That's really pretty.
That's got nothing on it. There's a bit of sort of chlorophyll at the bottom. But polish that off. That's completely super smooth.
Yeah. That's almost as if you've stamped with distress inks and then pulled the water out, isn't it?
It is actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the other one, that's pressed in.
Okay.
So I could leave that like that.
Uh-huh.
I actually really quite
I like that. You've got to save that.
Yeah, but what you can do is you can peel it out if you want to. And peel out one at the bottom just to show you.
Oh, isn't that so? That's taken really well, actually, hasn't it?
Actually, let's go for all of them.
Go
Sorry.
on. You can always do another one.
I can always do another one, but you can. What I can do then is, there you go.
That's beautiful. Again, it does. It looks like a watercolour.
But what we could do is we've got these leaves left, and now we've pressed out an awful lot of the moisture in them.
Yeah.
So let's try it again.
Why not?
So we'll just go through, just allow those down.
Yeah.
And the thing is, just to go through sort of with the Kaleido, you can use anything that goes through a die cutting machine will.
Okay.
So if you've got things like even like the heartfelt moulds, you've got those, because what we've done is we've included in here 2 3mm plates, which is what you need for your big dies and your things like your heartfelt moulding things.
Okay.
So you've got everything you need. You don't have to buy anything extra.
Cool.
So, there we go. Ooh, I love that.
That's got a really nice distress, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've got, oh, wow, the leaves impressed. Sorry, I'm going to take all of the time. Sorry, Alex, I'll let you finish off.
No, I don't mind at all. Look at that. I'm really impressed with that. Boom.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much, John.
My pleasure.
When are you next in?
Sunday.
Sunday. We shall see you then. Good stuff. Sneak peek.
Alcohol pens.
Okay, lovely stuff. Right, don't go anywhere. More coming up after this short